Alright, hello sports family. I make a little video about one of the NBA's I better say I can't say top 5 anymore because this player he succumbs to slight injuries often, and I do say slight. Then I thank God or the creator that this particular player for the most part has never suffered any major injury where his whole season has been wiped out. Unlike other NBA players, they even more fragile than him. He only gets suffer minor injuries. But regardless, to me, as you can see from my picture, I refer to him as Mr. Glass. And as you can see, I'm going to try not to say his name so I don't cause any tension. But I call this particular player Mr. Glass. You may ask, why? Why do you call him Mr. Glass? Well, from the legendary movie called Unbreakable, produced by, I hope I don't massacre his name, Mr. Shyamalan, he has many of the qualities of Mr. Glass. He does. For instance, Mr. Glass can be injured by the slightest thing, but fortunately, in the movie, it does not show him succumbing to slight injuries like bumping into him, hitting his finger, him walking up and down three flights of stairs. No, just like the main character who I'm talking about, he becomes injured when something serious happened. He falls down a flight of stairs, as we saw in the first Unbreakable movie. When he was walking down that subway tunnel, he didn't just walk up a couple steps. No, he had a struggle walking down them subway stairs. And since he was in such a hurry, he fell. But you can see that was a Hollywood movie, because if he wanted to get downstairs real quick, that fool could have caught the elevator. But of course, a movie got to make something always dramatic. If he caught an elevator, that's far faster than walking. And we have seen that many times before. I walk down the stairs, my wife catches the elevator. Typically, she always there first. But it's a movie, so they show him walking on a step, trying to get down the elevator steps, and he fall and injure himself. Just like that major NBA player, as y'all see from my videos. Every time you turn around, I looked on YouTube. I looked on my web browser and went to the pages of all the PNGs, JPEGs, and various pictures formats. It always, the most of those pictures show him lying on the ground, grabbing his leg, grabbing his back, etc. Just like Mr. Glass. The slightest thing. Well, it's not the slightest thing, because when he does get injured, he is playing a high impact sport such as basketball, where you have to run a lot, jump a lot, bounce against people, hit against people. So, just like Mr. Glass in the movie, his injury does not come from simply living. It comes from high impact, stressful situations. Unlike soccer, your major impact is just kicking that ball. You may bounce on another person, but it's incidental. In basketball, you always jumping. You always pounding against another body. And this player in the NBA right here, like I said, he suffered just like Mr. Glass from that movie. Always becoming injured. Now, I must say one thing about the player. He does try to play the season. As you all know right now, many NBA players, the slightest injury, but usually they have a serious injury. But you know what I'm saying? Most injuries put them out the whole season. Year after year, they out the whole season. I'm not going to say no names, but y'all know who I'm talking about. At least the player who I'm talking about today, at least you know sometime in the season he will be there for about 20 games, 30. But that's usually it. He maxed out at 30 games because after them 30 games, that's when the Mr. Glass factor always kick in. And y'all see, I have the pictures of him sitting on a bench in his street clothes. As another legendary NBA player like to call him, street clothes, etc. Just like Mr. Glass, who always dressed impeccable. You know Mr. Glass' favorite color was purple, but he still was dressed to the extreme in his purple. This NBA player, when they take up the role of Mr. Glass in his wheelchair, or in this case, on a bench, he's dressed to the T. He's dressed impeccable. He's dressed to a high level. He's not there with a tank top on. He's not sitting on the bench with blue jeans on, or what you call them shorts, them athletic shorts. No, he's always dressed out just like Mr. Glass. So thank you for stopping by to equate this famous NBA player with the legendary unbreakable character of Mr. Glass. Tell me what you all think. Do you think he's close to Mr. Glass, or do you prefer to call him street clothes, like the legendary NBA player loved to call him? But to me, that player should have called him Mr. Glass. Tell me what you think. Until the next time, people, peace.